takes it right back into turn one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a full pit area here at Skagit Speedway, and this is the second night of 3 here at the 2023 Dirt Cup, which is going to pay $62,000 to the winner after tomorrow's finale. Welcome back to today's video. First night for the 18T was stellar. At the end of it, we shook out 3rd in points. We ran 4th in the A main event. We even led some laps and battled for the lead, and then some things went wrong and we kind of dropped back. But overall, the car just had so much speed, and I feel like we were exactly where we needed to be. So we're up there in points, and tonight is only going to add to yesterday's total. So we once again got to qualify well, get through our heat race, survive the invert in the A main event, and move forward to accumulate as many as possible kind of to carry into Saturday. So like I said, pit area's full, a lot of good 410 cars, upwards of 40 in the pit area, and I wanted to take you up and look at the Skagit Speedway racetrack to kind of show you what we are going to have for tonight's show. So here's a look at the racing surface. It's pretty wet all the way up top here, and then it's a little bit drier in the middle. There's that lane of hard pack, and then they also turned up the bottom. I think as a driver, all we can ask for is multiple lanes of racing throughout the night. You know, a surface that stays fast throughout qualifying, so you know the guy that goes out first and the guy that goes out last has an equal opportunity to lay down a good time. And then with these big inverts in the heat races, you know, it's an 8-car invert, so if you're high up, you start 4th row, you need to be able to go forward. And then there's also an invert in tonight's A main event, just like, you know, our first prelim. You just got to be on the gas every single time, and you got to make passes no matter what you are working with. They're going to finish things up. We're going to go get in our fire suit. Race car is finished, and we are ready to take on night number 2 of the Dirt Cup.
You were still hitting it, and it was doing, you know, it was jumping. It's like you weren't hitting it.
I thought I needed to hit it lower.
No, those guys were, I mean, I think they were ripping above it, you know, and then coming down, you know. But that's where you lost all your time, because you were 1209. And right full. You got lost, I think you're 18. 19.
So went out late there again for qualifying, just wrapped it up. Tonight just did not go like last night. We were not able to rip a good lap there with just a couple cars left. The hole into turn 1 got nasty. I mean, you get your left sides in it, you get upset, you get your right sides in it, you get upset. You just had to try to go through it straight and keep the car settled. And if you could get through that, the rest of the track wasn't, you know, horribly tricky. You know, guys went out late, went fast, guys went early and laid down good times, so absolutely no excuse. I felt like I got down the front stretch good, and then I kind of probably turned a little too soon. Like I had a good arc in, but I needed to go maybe, you know, just a little bit farther and try to go maybe a little bit more above the hole and then get down, because it gets fluffy. It's weird. It's not just like a straight line around the top. It's, you know, more of a zigzag, I guess. Unfortunately, that did not help us points wise, but we are going to be rolling off, I believe, 2nd row here in a heat race, and got to try to get to 2nd or win it to make up a little bit more, make up from what we just lost. Felt like our car was good, can work on it. It's not perfect, so gonna make some fine-tune adjustments and, you know, get rolling here for our heat.
off and go down whenever you can. Everybody's got to make one.
So just came in after the heat race and, did our job most of the way. Was able to go 4th to 2nd. I was hoping if, everything went perfectly, I would have a shot at winning just to get max points, but can't complain that we went forward. Skagit can be tough in heat race conditions, and being on the outside, I thought we would go, but our road just really didn't, and, was in 4th on the first lap and then got to 3rd and then had a restart, and luckily the leader, I don't think, understood the backstretch restart zone, so I got to 2nd. Gained a couple points there, and now we should be locked into tonight's A main event. The only worry and kind of what I've been battling in my head and then with the car is for some reason I'm just lacking a little bit of confidence against the curb. Feels like my car doesn't like being buried in it, and I'm getting tight easily, like my car's too tight and not able to run in it, and when I get in it, instead of like staying stood up and hard on the right rear, almost like a wall, it's like leaning the wrong direction from the racetrack. That's the best way I can explain it. So we're gonna work on that. That's huge because not only is my car having a couple problems, but it's messing with me in the seat, because when you're going fast and you have to be perfect on a curb, the second you start lacking confidence and don't run it right, or you're underneath it or whatever, you just kill speed at a place like Skagit where it's key to get through the corners well. We're gonna work on some adjustments. We're gonna watch the track, see what it does. I don't think we're bad. We just gotta kind of overcome that one hump. Well, with the Dirt Cup format and the invert, we accumulated enough points to be inside of it, but just barely. So we are rolling off from the pole of tonight's 35 lap, 2nd Dirt Cup preliminary night here for 2023. We're starting next to Corey Day, who we battled with for the win yesterday in the A. Being up front, of course, we gotta have our car perfect. We gotta try to jump out and start leading laps and controlling the race, and at worst being in 2nd and chasing into lap traffic. Felt like I talked about the problem we've been working on after that heat race, and I think we have a good solution going into the feature. Just gotta make sure our car is good against the curb and we can move off of it. We're gonna be strapping in here soon, and I think they're gonna do a little bit of track prep. So if it's similar to last night, we're pretty dang similar to where we were for that. Just trying to find that little bit of extra speed that can be the difference in, running top 5 and running top 3 and, having a legit shot and being in victory lane at the end of it. Here we go. We did this last night, getting out front. Now tonight we're starting out front. Just gotta run a perfect race. Gotta do my job. Gotta get a good start. Racetrack, they just went out there and worked it a little bit. I think it's gonna be faster on the high side, but I think the bottom's gonna have grip similar to how it was yesterday. I feel like it's almost like the exact same thing. We're just starting in a different position. So see what we can do. Excited. I'm sure my nerves will be gone here once we fire up, but feel good and confident that we can do what we do. On the restart, do you think that I should, I mean, obviously you can't tell, but like Colby there probably ran the bottom behind me on the, no, I'm saying like when we're going on the backstretch, because on the backstretch it's tough going into 3, you know.
He didn't go right to the bottom, he kind of got in there, but he didn't have nothing for you. He slid up back behind.
Gotcha, okay, because I was thinking as long as I get a good start behind Corey and just rip it, I don't think I'm going to be able to work on that first, you know, just because I think getting down the line might get me in trouble. I could probably stick the bottom good, but I just don't know.
Got to get a good restart though, because Thornhill's right behind you.
If you make a good clean restart, I think you're good. You know,
so just run the top.
Yeah, you're doing great.
if I could do it over again, I need 1 and 2, how I ran the top a couple times. Like I ran really freaking well, and I think I made up time. The rest of it, I just wasn't hitting it right.
Right. The times you got the car turn down here, kept it off the ledge, you're really good.
Yeah.
That's 5 points. That's the impressive handle itself.
Good job, mate.
Yeah, you know, it's been a much better dirt cup than last year for us. You know, no complaints about our speed. We've been right there. We've been on, you know, right where we need to be. Just need to be like that one tick better to be right there with the 14. So felt like my car was good enough. I just kind of never made the most consistent laps to get to him when he got to traffic where he kind of got stuck. So he was a little bit better than me in clean track, but once I kind of could move between the lanes and still use the bottom where my car was really good, I kind of made up some ground. But like I said, just let him get too far out in front of me for me to make something happen, and then needed it to kind of stay in traffic as long as possible. So overall, we'll take it. You know, decent for points. I know tonight we lost a little bit being at the front of the field, but we capitalized and, you know, finished on the podium. So second and fourth, can't really complain going into tomorrow's finale.
And coming up in second, Tanner Holmes.
well. Got the car all loaded up after we washed for the night and got a little bit of hardware we're putting in the trailer. You guys know I usually hate second place trophies, but this one's kind of cool. It's legit. So figured I'd bring it back home to the race shop. Started on the pole tonight next to Corey Day. He ended up winning. We ended up running second after, 35 laps around Skagit. Overall, we ran a good race. If I had to grade, myself, I would say I was probably 8.5 out of 10. Could have been a little bit better. Just an open track and just with setting a good pace. Oh, Peter Murphy's just driving by. He's waving. They just finished working on the racetrack. It's late. But yeah, just think I could have ran a little bit of a better pace throughout the A. Made a couple mistakes, and that's kind of where Corey just kind of got away from me. Early on, I got the lead, and then once I got to traffic, we kind of battled for a couple laps, and a poorly timed yellow gave him the lead, and then I was in second, and from there, like I said, he kind of just ran away from us. We ran good, but we just needed to be a little bit better to where we were on him once he got to traffic and started getting held up, Originally, I kind of ran around the bottom for a little bit early, but then that faded, and then we were kind of running in this train around the high side with the curb, and let me tell you, it was gnarly up there. It was definitely not easy to make speed, and you could push over it and get tight and almost crash. At one point I got the front stretch wall, or if you're below it, you're just spinning your tires and you're not making any grip. Of course, tonight it helped with the invert and being on the pole, but we stayed up there and we did a phenomenal job. So big thanks to my crew. We've been just digging all speed week. Not a lot of hours of sleep have happened. We've just been working, try to rest a little bit, and it's the racing life. It's the sprint car life. It's just all in. So big thanks to Carly, Skylar for Dirt Cup. I have a friend, Chris. He's been helping wrench on the car. Then of course my mom and dad, our family, friends, all you fans for riding along with us for this phenomenal journey. You have seen us through all the highs and the lows, and right now we're definitely on a high going into the finale. So 62 G's is on the line. We're going to be rolling off from 8th. And last, just a thank you to our sponsors: Shane DeWald Trucking, RTR Diesel Performance, D-Ray Designs, Landon Transport, Full Send Racing, Bean and Doll Trucking. We also have Travis Cox on the side for this event. What's usually on the wing here: Fast 4 Media, Earth It Environmental, Canopy Country, Pit Stop USA, ABC Powder Coating, Next Gen Lafarge, Carson, and everyone that helps make it happen. It's been fun. We're getting there. So I don't mean to sound a little disappointed. Happy with our speed, happy with our results. I just want to win those so bad. So that's where that little extra, of course, that competitive in me, no matter how much we've improved, I want to go to the top step and be up there. Thank you guys, and I promise we'll keep working hard and we will get there for those moments. So see you in the next video. Deuces.